Hello, good to see you, Patti, Poststructuralist.
Hi. Good to see you, Positivist.
Well, here we are again, in this abstract space, discussing what counts as knowledge without any context whatsoever.
Yes, sirree. It doesn't get any better than this.
Well, at least this time there is a couch. Was that your idea?
Yes, it was my idea. We borrowed it from the set of The Matrix.
It figures that you would hang out with the producers of The Matrix. I guess that means you haven't come around to admitting that you believe a reality exists independent of human thought.
My dear Positivist, I never denied believing reality exists independent of human thought.
Really? So you believe in reality now?
I did not say that either. Why does it always have to be so black or white with you?
It seems pretty simple to me. Either you believe something or you do not. Why is it so hard for you to make a decision?
I can make decisions just fine. It's just that the decision you are trying to force is meaningless. You are trying to act as if we can capture reality with our words.
What else are words for? They describe our world. They are for describing reality.
But you forget something, Polly. Reality is just a word. So what you are really asking for are words to describe other words.
No, I am saying that words don't have any meaning if they only refer to themselves. And that it is dishonest and evasive to act as if our descriptions are just instrumental acts. Look, would you describe that couch as red?
Yes, of course.
Then at some level that means you believe the couch is really red. Not that it is just a convenient fiction to call it red.
Not so fast, Polly. First, how do you know what I believe? You are not a mind reader, so don't cite my own thoughts as evidence for your claims. I will be the authority on what I think. Second, you jump too quickly to the assumption that it matters whether I claim my words have some essential connection with reality. And I do not see how it matters that much. Furthermore, I can see lots of damage that can happen if we start to believe we have the correct description of reality.
How does it matter? Okay. Let's say I asked you to go pick up the red couch and bring it to my house. If I don't believe the couch is really red, then how could I be confident that you would bring the right couch? If I don't believe in a stable underlying reality that my words describe, all communication breaks down.
Are you listening to your own words? You just contradicted yourself. That was an instrumentalist argument. You were saying that believing the couch is really red helps us communicate, helps make sure that I deliver the right couch to your house. You are using the same instrumentalism that you critique.
Dang it. You are right. Scratch that. What I meant to say is that admitting that we are all realists, that when we say the couch is red, this means we believe the couch actually is red. This helps us be clear about what we are claiming about the world. If we don't, then it becomes harder to tell how we would disprove a claim, or what the implications of our descriptions are. Admitting our realist stances provides clarity, and this clarity helps advance our learning and discovery.
I don't know, I think I might agree with the clarity part. For the sake of argument, let's say I do agree with the idea that coming clean about the realist claims under my beliefs would help us test those beliefs. Even so, it still doesn't address my most central concern in all of this talk about knowledge.
What concern is that?
The concern that realist claims always seem to be accompanied by the claim that everyone else's account of reality is false and can therefore be ignored. Or worse, because someone else does not share my correct view of reality, it therefore justifies my taking control of their lands, their property, their lives, the minds of their children. I am worried about the damage that realist claims have done. What?
That just seems a little extreme. Do you really believe such terrible things would happen, simply because you admit that you really think the couch is red?
Ha ha ha. No, not just because I believe the couch is red. I am concerned about the general habit of thinking the only point to our descriptions of the world is to get it right and to prove everyone else wrong. When we discuss that more general habit, however, I do believe it has led to horrible violence and damage in our history.
I think such things are abominable as well. However, I believe getting us all on the same page about reality is the way to avoid violence.
Historically, that goal of getting everyone to believe in the same reality has not produced peace, Has it?
I can't dispute that. Hegel was right when he said history is a slaughter bench. Let's say I grant your premise that the ideal of getting our description of reality right has led to all manner of excesses. What is the alternative? Do we go around lying all the time?
The alternative is to recognize that all of our claims about reality are made within a particular cultural discourse, and that there are many cultural discourses operating in the world, each with its own definitions of truth, value, and reality.
Okay. I believe something like that. But I do not see how it matters that much. All these people living in different cultural discourses still live in the same world. The couch is still red for all of us, right?
The issue is less whether we see the same red couch, and more about how different discursive systems frame things differently. So that different things are worth asking questions about, different things are worth owning. Even ownership means different things in different discursive communities.
Okay. I am following you. We have lots of different values and priorities. But I still do not see why we should hold off on claiming our descriptions are about real things.
We should hold off on claiming our descriptions are about real things, because we need to reduce the habit of dividing the world into neat little binary categories like real and not real, good and evil, capitalism and socialism, men and women, etc. The world is more complicated than that.
Wait a minute, are you saying the real world is more complicated than those other more simplified versions? That sounds like a reality claim to me. Aren't you contradicting yourself?
Touché. You are right. I am talking too fast and therefore getting sloppy. What I meant to say was that we need to assess the general habit of making realist claims based not just on the clarity it provides about this or that individual description, but that we also need to assess it based on what it does to our discursive communities as a whole. Where does this habit take us as a cultural community? That question is more important to me than clarity about any single predetermined topic.
I suppose you have a point. It seems like it is less the case that we disagree about a specific issue, and more that we have a very different sense of the purpose of inquiry.
Yes, and a different sense of what we are responsible for.
Agreed. You do seem to put a great deal more responsibility on persons doing research or making descriptions of the world. You have given me a lot to think about.
I always enjoy my conversations with you, my friend Polly.
Likewise, but I have one more question for you, Patti.
What is that?
Do you think the people over at the Matrix movie set are done with this couch? It would look great in my new office.
I can ask them. I am sure they wouldn't mind. It was just collecting dust over there.
Can you bring it by this afternoon?
Sure. No problem.
Be sure it is the red one.
Oh, you smartass.